All right.
Hit squad is in the house. Yeah, it's party time. All right now, baby. All right. 60 minutes falls out. Let's open up the whole can of kick ass and kill them all. Let the paramedics sort them out. Raise up Bear Claw Stinger. Ready?
Hey, yo, what's up, people? It's a Critical Sports Theory podcast. As always, we got Adam on the line.
Woohoo! Live on a Friday.
Yeah,
we got a double dip this weekend. We got Friday and Saturday games. So rivalry weekend, double dipping. Games go through the day. What more can you ask for? Absolutely,
man. It's a rivalry weekend, baby. Let's get after it.
Let's get after it. We're going to send off quick right now with the 12 o'clock game. We got Boise State at San Diego State, a huge game in the Mountain West. San Diego State is going to win their side of the conference. Boise State's going to win their side of the conference. So both teams need to win to secure a possible spot in the Mountain West Championship game. Boise State's a 3-point favorite at San Diego State. You know, Boise, baby. I'm going with Boise. How can I go against Boise? First of all, the Road Warriors this year winning at Fresno, winning at BYU, winning at Utah State. Three top teams, they're going to win at San Diego State today. I'm going to buy it half a point, make it 2.5, and Boise's rocking out. Later 2.5 with Boise, and we're going with the Broncos in that one. Next up, I think it's K-State at Texas. K-State having a solid year in the Big 12. Texas not having a good year in the Big 12. Now, Texas is still dangerous. They still got good players. They're still probably going to come out hungry. They're 3-point favorite against Kansas State, taking K-State on the road. K-State finishing the season strong. They're winning it. I think they're going to win at Texas and take them plus 135 or something like that. And taking Kansas State with the point at Texas. Texas running back Bijan Robinson is out in this game, and that's why I'm going with the Wildcats on the road to win at Texas. And how you like it so far, man? I mean, I think I'm doing pretty good or what?
I was on mute. Listen, man, how'd you do last week? You did pretty well last week, didn't you, with your picks?
10-4, Brody.
Bro.
10-4.
My man's like fucking Kreskin, dude.
Whoever that is, I'll take it.
Keep going, man. We got how many more games? I know there's a ton of games, but I know which ones do you like specifically?
All right, so we're going right now. We're going to the Utah State at New Mexico game. Utah State. I mean, this is basically a game where Utah State's got to win to get to the Mountain West Championship game. If they win it, they're in it. New Mexico's been a terrible team this year. Utah State's a 16.5-point favorite on the road. Even though Utah State hasn't played that well down the stretch, you're going to have to just figure it out. And I think they should dump New Mexico. So I'm going to take Utah State, not too heavy though, but over New Mexico, laying at 16.5. I just don't see, like if they don't cover and if they somehow lose, they just choke, period. So, they're a better team. They have more to play for. There's no reason for them not to handle business. But a game I like, 1-point game, Iowa at Nebraska. Iowa has a chance to get to the Big Ten championship game with a win and a Wisconsin loss tomorrow. So this is a must-win game for them. They're on the road. Nebraska got a bad luck loser this year. They lost a whole lot of close games in Nebraska. But the thing is, here, Iowa just needs to win. They're a 1-point actual underdog. I'm taking the Hawkeyes today. On the road at Nebraska to finish 10-2 this year. They're going to beat Nebraska in Lincoln today in the battle of the Huskers of like corn-fed boys. I guess you want to call that?
Those corn-fed white boys?
Yeah, those type of guys. Yeah. I'm speaking Iowa.
Let's go.
Up, we got Mizzou at Arkansas. Arkansas is having a good season. They're 8-3, maybe 7-4, but they played really well this year at home. Hosting Missouri is playing better recently. Mizzou's playing well. They're 14.5-point dogs in Arkansas. I think Arkansas wins this game, but I don't think they're going to cover the 14.5. I think Mizzou's going to cover the point. I'm going to take Mizzou on the road, 14.5 against Arkansas. Missouri's coming a couple of wins against South Carolina and Florida. They're coming in with a little confidence. They're going to come in and they'll. I think they're going to cover 14.5 against Arkansas. Next up, we've got Coastal Carolina at South Alabama. Coastal has that one loss on the season to Appalachian State. They're a great football team, Coastal Carolina, in that conference, kind of getting overlooked. I believe Coastal should be ranked. They're not ranked. I think they're going to stomp South Alabama today. I'm laying the 15 with Coastal. Coastal wins big over South Alabama. UNLV and Air Force is the next game. UNLV's been playing much better lately. They're getting 17.5 points at Air Force. And although Air Force needs to win today to maybe them getting to the Mountain West Championship game, the Service Academy, with the triple option Air Force, I like UNLV to cover 17.5. They've been playing well. They got a lot of young guys. They got a young coach. They got a good spirit about them right now. They've been playing tough. And I like UNLV plus 17.5 at Air Force. Moving along, because I am at work right now, I'm still giving the love out here. We're going to jump to the TCU Iowa State game. That's an over 61. TCU is Iowa State's a 15-point favorite at home. I like Iowa State. Don't love them. I like the over in that game more. So I'm going over 61. Iowa State final home game for that senior class, the great senior class. I think they're going to come out and play amazing football, put up a ton of points. And I like Iowa State and the over, laying 15 and the over 61. Then we got the battle of North Carolina later. It's North Carolina at North Carolina State. UNC is a 6-point dog. Sam Howell, the quarterback, is my dog. Even though NC State is a good team as well, I just like North Carolina in the 6 points. I might even take the money line. I think Sam Howell goes out with a bang. I think UNC covers the 6 and might even beat NC State at a plus 150. Plus 200 money line. Then we got the Apple Cup. Washington State at Washington. Washington just fired their coach. Washington State has the outside chance to represent the Pac-12 North in the Pac-12 championship game. I'm going with Wazoo, laying 1 at Washington. They're going to win that game and put the heat on Oregon to beat Oregon State tomorrow. So those are my picks for today. Tomorrow's going to be another game. I know y'all probably thinking, oh, you skipped that Cincinnati East Carolina game. I kind of did. Kind of going back and forth on that game. I don't want to mislead anybody. I am a little stuck on that game, so I'm going to skip that game, even though I'm giving Cincinnati the love. I hope they win. I want them to go 12-0. I don't know if they're going to cover against TCU. TCU's a pretty good team. They're 7-4. So that's what it is today. So we're going with Washington State over Washington, North Carolina over North Carolina State. Over in the TCU Iowa State game, we're also taking Iowa State minus 15. We're taking UNLV plus 17.5. Coastal minus 15 over South Alabama. Missouri plus 14.5 over Arkansas. I like the over in that game too. We got Iowa State and Nebraska. Utah State covering 17 over New Mexico. And a half a point, maybe 16.5. We got K-State, 16.5 over Texas, and we got Boise Lane Field with San Diego State. And that's how we rolling, baby.
Sweet. My man's on the road, still putting in that work, man.
Yeah, baby.
Getting those picks in.
This morning. Yeah, man.
Getting that Black Friday grind in effect.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. So yeah, dude. We'll come back with some recaps.
Oh, we got to do some fight previews too for tomorrow. We got the Cambosos TFC Morocco fight and the unification fight between Brandon Figueroa and Stephen Fulton at 122 pounds. So we're gonna knock those 2 fights out later on today or tomorrow morning. Saturday's games tomorrow morning. Look forward to the NFL picks on Sunday. We on it and we out.
Let's go. Get back to work.
All right. Thank you, Sarge.
Peace. Later, yo. Later. Yo, that's it, people. We'll be back. We'll be back with you for some NFL and some boxing previews. Until then, keep it funky.
Peace.